Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about my first of two ranked college basketball games here today. We're here to start with I'll have to get the ranking up. Number 15, Iowa State beats number 14, St. John's. 83-82 reaction. Very fun game here, man. In the Players Era Festival, which I think is starting to probably be the biggest thing at Face Week. Like, it used to be like the Maui Invitational. Now it's kind of the Players Era Festival. But this is a very good game to watch, man. Momcilovic feels like every shot. Fuck is his name? Momcilovic. Milan. Momcilovic. Feels like every shot he takes is green. Every single one. Feels like he just doesn't miss. So, hell of a win for Iowa State, man. Momcilovic was definitely the best player on the floor tonight because, Jefferson and Lipsy, they had 17 and 16 points, but they didn't really shoot well. Momcilovic was definitely the player of the night for this team, man. Hell of a win. And Momcilovic led all scorers in this game with 23. Jefferson and Lipsy, still added 16 and 17 points respectively. And a huge way to open the Players Era Festival. St. John's was led by Sailors with 20 points. Definitely the best player for them tonight. Nobody else. Well, Mitchell and Ejiofor, they shot good, but everybody else kind of just didn't really shoot the ball well at all for them. So it was kind of just Sailors and Ejiofor. And Hopkins made all 10 of his free throws. Besides that, nobody else besides Mitchell off the bench scored double figures. This was a fun game to watch for sure, man. Iowa State's been quietly underrated to start the season, mostly because they haven't played anybody. This was really their first biggest test, and they get the win. Just incredible back-and-forth basketball game. The first half was just incredible. St. John's was up 45-43 at halftime. But Blake Buchanan, I didn't really mention him yet. But unreal after the last 5 minutes for him, because the reason I didn't mention because he was awful for the first 35 minutes. But he was absolutely phenomenal. Great the final 5 minutes. Momcilovic is a dog, but Blake Buchanan was almost through that game fumbling that pass, but then made a baller defensive play and 400 IQ play, not trying to stop the layup at the end. So he was awful most of this game, but he was great the last 5 minutes of this ball game. And St. John's actually went on a good run to take a lead, but then the Cyclones went on a 9-0 run and were able to grab the lead back. The refs weren't too great in this game. There was I love the coaches challenge. I'm glad they have that in college basketball, but coaches shouldn't be able to see the replay on the big screen and still have a chance to challenge. See, you look at you listen to your video team behind you on the bench. I mean, it feels like everyone gets NBA, college football, NFL, all get that too, basically. They all have people on the sideline checking immediately. I'm not sure how you can stop it from happening. If you just try to speed the inbound up, you could just run a sub to the table to delay it. But that was ridiculous, and also it was not 100%. It was 100% not conclusive either. So the refs weren't great. They were really bad on both sides, but that's just referees. They're never really good. Bill, let's go over the stat sheet in this one here. But yeah, let's go over the stats. Momchilovich, we'll start with Iowa State. Obviously the player of the game, 23 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 5 of 9 from the three-point line. Sniper, man. Just a great win. This game was a complete battle of two really damn good, two really extremely well-coached teams. I was very impressed with the offense and the open floor for both squads. This was a very good game. College basketball's had some really damn good ranked games this year. I think every ranked game I've covered, I think most of them have been pretty close. But yeah, Momchilovich was damn good. Blake Buchanan's box score. Okay, there it is. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 of 3 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He was pretty awful in the first however many minutes, and then he was good down the stretch. Jefferson, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of 14 from the field. Killian Torrey, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Taman Lipsey, 16 points, 5 assists. He had a pretty rough game, 5 of 17 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. Off the bench, Plata, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Bateman, 5 points, 2 of 2 from the field. Nelson, 2 points. Heisey, 7 points, 4 rebounds off the bench. But it was really the starting lineup that combined for most of their points with Lipsey, Momchilovich, and Joshua Jefferson. What is happening? Phone slipped down my hand right there. Okay, let's get to St. John's, ladies and gentlemen. St. John's. But this was also a damn physical game, too. But I just want to talk about this with soft-ass refs. You know, when this is like a war on the court. This game was really damn physical. They could really call a foul every time down the floor. And don't worry, they did. The refs are so soft, though. Like, literally it was a foul on literally everything. Officiating's terrible. When you have a game physical and soft-ass refs, it's not a good combination. You can't really play elite defense when they're calling a foul and everything. Officials are not cut out for high-level basketball. It's just completely inconsistent on both sides, kind of making this game hard to watch, but it was also a really damn good game, though, that I still enjoyed watching despite refs calling a foul every little thing. But a gutsy win for Cyclones. But St. John's, the 2 best teams I think they played so far, they've lost. Just a little note right there. Osiah Sellers, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3. Not enough shot attempts, I thought, for Osiah Sellers when nobody else really had anything going besides Dylan Mitchell off the bench. Besides that, nobody else really had anything going. Ejiofor, 16 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 of 9 from the field. Maybe Ejiofor should have took some more shots because nobody else could really anything else going offensively. Hopkins, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of 10 from the field, 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Joe Sanon, 7 points, 2 of 10 from the field, and Dylan Darling, 4 points, 1 of 4 from the field. Off the bench, Ian Jackson with 5 points, running some cardio out there. Only 2 of 6 with 5 points. Ruben Prey, 9 minutes, had 2 points. Lito Polis, he ran a solid 2 minutes of cardio. Dylan Mitchell, he had 12 points, 9 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the field, 2 blocks, 4 offensive boards. He played really damn good off the bench, nearly a double-double. Maybe he should have played more minutes in this one because 3 out of their 5 starters were pretty damn invisible in this one, man. Yeah, let's get to the team stats here. Let me pull those up right quick. So let's go over the halves. St. John's 45 in the first half, 37 in the second half. Iowa State 43 in the first half, 40 in the second half. Iowa State improves to 5-0. St. John's drops to 3-2. St. John's just isn't there yet. At least in these close games, they're not getting blown out. They're really highly competitive. It's just they just need just a little bit more. Well, let's get into the team stats with Iowa State. They shot 43 from the field, 40 from 3, made 9 of their 22 attempts, 20 of 25, 80% from the line. We'll talk about St. John's free throwing. 28 total rebounds, 11 offensive, 17 rebounds, 14 defensive rebounds, 14 assists, 1 block, 3 steals, 10 turnovers, 30 in the paint with 24 fouls. St. John's 43 from the field, 35 from 3, made 7 of their 20 attempts. 20 of 30, 76.7% free throwing. Free throws. What I've seen these close games, when you lose by a few points. Free throws there. Free throws there. Free. 23 of 30 free throwing. 31 total boards, 12 offensive, 19 defensive, 15 assists, 3 blocks, 4 steals, 9 turnovers, 30 points to paint, and 21 fouls. See, a hell of a game, man. The refs did make it frustrating, for sure. But still, I enjoyed the game. A great win for Iowa State. When St. John's lost to Bama, I felt the better team won and gave St. John's ways to grow. Today is just kind of disappointing. And then the officiating throughout this game was tough to watch. But Taman Lipsey also did get hurt. It's day-to-day with lower body extremity. He said we'll get back to the hotel and check him out and see what that means. But yeah, great win, man. This game delivered for sure. So yeah, that's all to say. I'll be back here for Gonzaga, or college basketball fans. I'll be back here with Gonzaga and Alabama tonight. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.